Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Brandon here, and welcome back to another My League simulation video. Hope you guys are enjoying all these videos. If you are, hit that like button, subscribe. If you guys are new to the channel, we only have like 2 more weeks till Madden 19 and like a little or less than 2 months, I believe, till NBA 2K. So I'm very excited. But until then, we are going to continue these My League simulations. If you guys have any other ideas for videos, let me know. Any other games, any other things that you guys want to see in 2K18 or anything like that, so let me know in the comments below. But today we are here for another simulation where, as you guys can see by the title, we have put Michael Jordan in the 2019 NBA draft. So along with RJ Barrett, Jalen Hands, Bull, Zion Williamson, Reddish, Langford, like all these guys. So I have the current rosters in, so obviously like the 2018 rookies, DeAndre Ayton, and that group. So yeah, we'll see how he does against all of these rookies and in today's current NBA. So let's go ahead. I decided to choose Golden State just because it's kind of the easiest team where I decided to automate everything. So it's just gonna be a flat out sim, and we're just gonna see kind of how this season would go. Obviously, get through this season, get through the NBA draft, see who has the #1 pick, and most likely they would choose Michael Jordan. So I guess I will see you guys in the NBA draft. All right, so Steph Curry wins the MVP for this first year. Rookie of the year is Miles Bridges. Tyreek Evans wins 6th Man of the Year. Defensive player is Giannis, and most improved is Chris Dunn, and then Steve Kerr is the Coach of the Year. Golden State won 67 games, and All-NBA first team. Here's All-NBA second team. LeBron 24, 7, and 7. Jokic is on here, 15.8, 10, and 6. So yeah, there is the All-NBA third team. Jabari Parker, I like him in Chicago. I want to do a rebuild with Chicago and have Jabari Parker be the main focus. I think that'd be really cool. So all defensive first team, here is that. Second team, Larry Nance Jr. is on there, Anthony Davis, Chris Paul, and then all rookie first team, Trae Young, Marvin Bagley, Michael Porter, 10.7 rebounds, 4 assists, DeAndre Ayton, 11.6 rebounds, and yeah, there we go. So let's go ahead, just sim through quickly with the playoffs. Golden State loses in the second round to Denver, and then Toronto wins the championship against Houston in 7. Okay, there we go. So draft lottery, here are the odds. The Hawks with the #1 pick, possibly the Kings, Bucks, Trailblazers are #4, Mavericks, Hornets, Cavs have that Brooklyn pick, Heat, top 5, or else it's Phoenix if it's the top 5, Knicks, Suns, Sixers. Okay, so we'll see who gets the #1 pick. Where would Michael Jordan be drafted in like today's era? Yeah, we'll see. But I'm kind of hoping, like, I don't know, the Kings would be weird. The Bucks would be kind of cool with Giannis. That'd be kind of crazy. The Hawks would be interesting with Trae Young there. The Portland Trailblazers would be interesting. Will Portland get a second chance to get Michael Jordan? We'll see. Okay, so the first pick is so it's the Bucks with the first pick, the Kings with the second, the Hawks with the third. So it didn't really change much. I believe the Hawks switched with the Bucks. I would assume that's kind of what happened. So there you go. Will the Bucks pick Michael Jordan, or will they pass on Michael Jordan? Because I believe he was a second or third pick overall. I can't remember now for some reason. But yeah, so let's go ahead. Let's just kind of skip through all of this, get to the NBA draft, and see who decides to take Michael Jordan. I actually want to look at the mock draft here and just show you guys what it's looking like. So mock draft, obviously the Bucks are projected to take Michael Jordan. RJ Barrett will be second, Jalen Hands third, and Bull with the 4th pick, most likely. Comparisons, I don't think the scouting really did much, unfortunately, so I didn't get to see what the scouting is, but I believe he's like an 89 overall in college. 30 points per game, 10 rebounds, 6.6 assists, 4.6 steals, 3 blocks, 47% from the field. I took the ratings as if like he was a rookie. I didn't take the ratings of like him as a 99 overall. I believe he's like an 87, 88, 89, something like that as a rookie. So that's what I decided to take, if you guys were wondering. So let's go ahead, enter the NBA draft, and see who picks Michael Jordan if the Bucks decide to take him #1. I would assume like they have to, right? They can't pass on Michael Jordan on the first pick. But, I mean, you never know. I mean, I think in this game, though, it's kind of hard to pass him up because he's so much better Yeah, okay, there you go. Michael Jordan. Let's see. Everyone is saying, yeah, it's a good pick. It's a good pick. 6'6", 198, obviously from North Carolina. 30 points per game, 10 rebounds, 6.6 assists in college. Yeah, he's an 89 overall. So, I mean, I think that's relatively realistic. Probably not as realistic. I probably could have had him at like an 84 overall or something like that, but I just kind of followed, you know, young Michael Jordan and what he would be. RJ Barrett goes to the Sacramento Kings, so there you go. So yeah, let's get on with the rest of the offseason and see how Michael Jordan does his rookie year. All right, so if we look at the Milwaukee Bucks roster, this is ridiculous. This team's gonna win a championship already. Like the first year, this team is gonna win a championship. Cause I mean, how did the Bucks get the #1 pick? Did Giannis like miss the whole season last year or something? Like, what the heck? Like, how did they get the #1 pick? Okay, anyways, so Giannis obviously the best player on this team. Michael Jordan, I mean, that's ridiculous. How? that is ridiculously lucky. I'm sorry. That's just, you know, with all the rebuilds and stuff, I don't have ever seen the Bucks get the #1 pick. And of course he gets it in this one. That is so weird. It's just... That actually blows my mind. All right, well, I'm guessing Jordan will start at the 2. So we'll see how this season goes. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. I would assume Michael Jordan wins Rookie of the Year, but with Giannis there, you never know. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I just can't believe that the Bucks got the #1 pick. Like, you couldn't give the #1 pick to a team that actually needed it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay, so season number 2 is over. Rookie year for Michael Jordan is now over, and Giannis, his teammate, wins MVP. That's insane. All right, 24 points per game, 9 rebounds, 5 assists for Giannis, 2 steals and 1.4 blocks. Oh, the defense on that team is gonna be amazing. All right, Michael Jordan wins Rookie of the Year, 21 points per game, 7 rebounds, 5.5 assists, 2.3 steals, 1 block per game. He shot 56% from the field, 87% from the free throw line, and only 26% from the three-point line. So we'll see if he gets better from 3. That's going to be kind of interesting to see what happens. But there you go. There is Michael Jordan's rookie year. Obviously, his points per game, I think, is going to be lower now because he's teammates with Giannis. But we'll see what happens. That's just absolutely hilarious to me. So Giannis gets on the All-NBA first team. Michael Jordan's on the All-NBA second team his rookie year. And then let's see, All-Defensive first team his rookie year along with Giannis. That's such a good, like, he literally got his Scottie Pippen and Giannis. Like, literally, like, that's ridiculous. I can't believe that actually happened. RJ Barrett averaged 15 a game for Sacramento. Bull 9 and 6 for Charlotte. Langford 9 points for Atlanta, and Jalen Hand 6 and 2 assists for Dallas. Ooh, yeah, he's with Dennis Smith. That wouldn't really work, I don't think. That sucks. And then let's go ahead and sim here. So Milwaukee gets the #1 seed. Shocker. They get the MVP and the Rookie of the Year in the same year. That's just insane. And they win a championship. So Michael Jordan already winning championships here. And he wins finals MVP. 23 points per game, 7 rebounds, 5.6 assists, 2.7 steals. That's insane. Now, here's the thing. His points per game is going to be way lower than his real life points per game. One, because the NBA 2K simulation doesn't allow players to, like, score insanely high points per game. For whatever reason, it doesn't work like that in the simulations. So we won't see that. But, I mean, you know, he'll still be good. And he's with Giannis. So obviously, his points per game is going to be lower than normal. But there you go. He, Rookie year. Wins Rookie of the Year. Wins Finals MVP. That was easy. Okay, let's go ahead and sim all the way through this and see how he does his second year. And actually, what I'll probably do is show you guys kind of year by year, and then as we get later, I'll probably just kind of show you guys like after like 3 or 4 years, you know, something like that. Okay, year number 2 is over. Michael Jordan wins MVP in his second year. He averaged only 23 points per game, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 2.5 steals, 1 block. Obviously, like I said earlier, oh, and like his 3-point percentage went way up. Nice. Okay, cool. So he is developing really well. James Wiseman wins Rookie of the Year. Sixth man is Dennis Schroeder. Defense player most improved is Ben Simmons. That's weird. And then the coach of the year, obviously, the Milwaukee Bucks won 68 games this year. So Michael Jordan, now he's at a 95 overall in his second year. And he's gonna, yeah, so I mean, he's improved everything, I believe, in both years. So that's pretty cool. Giannis averaged 22 a game, so his points per game is gonna go lower. I would assume Jordan's points per game will always be higher than Giannis, but we'll see. Nikola Jokic, All-NBA first team as well, so that's pretty cool. Kawhi Leonard gets All-NBA first team. He averaged nearly 28 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. So, and then all defensive first team, Michael Jordan is on there. 2.5 steals, 1 block, and then Giannis, 2.3 steals and 1.5 blocks. Like the fact that your two best players have won back-to-back MVPs. And they're all defensive first team. Like that's just insane. I'm in shock that Milwaukee got the first overall pick. It had to have been like Giannis got hurt or something in that first year. I have no idea. It doesn't. I just can't believe that. Milwaukee is the first seed here, so let's go ahead and simulate the playoffs. Let's see if they can win back-to-back, and they do. They sweep Golden State. Giannis now is the finals MVP with 24 points per game, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. I'm curious to see how Jordan did here in the playoffs. 24 points per game, 7 rebounds, 5.8 assists, 2.8 steals. So he did well in the playoffs. Giannis had 20 points per game in the playoffs, but Giannis had a big finals, obviously. So Michael Jordan didn't really do much in that final game. But all right, so there you go. So you got Giannis and Jordan just dominating the league. We'll see how long they're able to dominate the league. I'll see you guys after year number 3. Michael Jordan wins his second straight Most Valuable Player award, and look at his points per game. That went way up. I'm actually surprised that it did that. So 28 points per game, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, 1 block, 56% from the field, 92% from the free throw line, and his 3-point percentage went up once again. So I want to explain this to you guys as well. Maybe I'll show you guys after the video or in a later video if you guys want to see it. But I created Michael Jordan. So I went into create a player and created him. So that's why he looks like, you know, the young Michael Jordan. And I set his attributes to whatever, you know, it would be and back then. And so I followed, like, I went online and I followed like attributes that, you know, the most logical attributes for a young Michael Jordan. And then I made all of his tendencies to what his current Michael Jordan would be. So like if you go into all players and look at the best Michael Jordan, that's the tendencies I gave him. And all of that. So I basically tried to get it as close to the real Michael Jordan as I could, and I think it's working pretty well. James Wiseman wins Rookie of the Year again, and I would assume Milwaukee's gonna win this thing, and they do in 7. Michael Jordan wins Finals MVP, his second out of 3, and they beat Utah in 7. That was actually really close. Let's see, how did he do in the playoffs? 26 a game. All right, and then Giannis 24 a game in the playoffs. All right, well, there you go. So that's a 3-peat. Michael Jordan has won Finals MVP 2 out of 3 years. Giannis got 1. So we'll see what happens in the next year. Season number 4 is over. Michael Jordan wins MVP once again at 26.5 points per game, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, nearly 3 steals, 1 block, 53% from the field, 93% from the free throw line, 44% from 3. He really developed that 3-point. Like, if you guys remember that rookie year, he shot like not well, like 20% or something from the 3-point line. So yeah, that's definitely improved, and he won Defense Player of the Year once again. Giannis is all on the NBA first team as well. LeBron, Karl-Anthony Towns, Russell, D'Angelo Russell, Donovan Mitchell, Kawhi Leonard, Ben Simmons, and Nikola Jokic. No one big has changed teams, looks like. At least I don't think so. I'm curious to see, did he re-sign, or is he going to be a free agent here? He did re-sign, so he's going to be a free agent in 2026, and he's making some nice money there that 4th year, 37 mil. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to for the sake of the video not being too long, I'm going to go ahead and sim till the end of his contract here, and then update you guys then, and then simulate to the next end of the contract and kind of go from there until he retires. So let's go ahead and do that, and I'll see you guys in 2025 or 2026. All right, so we're in the 2026 season, so that means Michael Jordan was a free agent. Now, he probably did just re-sign, so he probably was never an actual free agent, but let's just go ahead and make sure that he's there. So yeah, all right, so he's a 99 overall. I'll show you guys the stats here in just a bit. I just want to make sure his contract, yeah, so he signed up for another 4 years until 2029, and then that will be when he's a free agent. So 7-time MVP, 6-time NBA championship, 19, 20, 21. Then they won in 23, 24, and then 26, which was this past season that they won. 8-time All-Star, first team All-NBA 7 times, 5-time Defensive Player of the Year, and 7-time first team All-Defense, and obviously the Rookie of the Year, first team All-Rookie. So, second team All-NBA in 2019, which was his rookie year. So, yeah, he's pretty good. 99 overall, like I said. And if we go ahead and look at the, remember when I said I don't think he's gonna be ever like a high-scoring guy, just because that's how 2K is? Well, yeah, let's just say that that's not the case. So when we stopped simulating, or when I stopped showing you guys, I guess, the stats, I believe it was like maybe like one of these 2 seasons or something like that. Since then, 31.8, 31.2, 30.9, 32.4 points per game. And then look at the 9 rebounds, 8.8, 8.6, 8.3, 7 assists, 6 assists, 6 assists, 7 assists, over 3 steals per game, over 1 block per game. Decent amount of turnovers though, but I mean, he's really good. If we look at the career stats here, 28 points per game, 8.6 rebounds, 6.6 assists, 3 steals, 1 block, 3 turnovers per game, 54% from the field, 41% from the 3-point line, and then 93 from the free throw line. Minutes per game, about 37 minutes per game. He is playing a lot, 37, 40, 39, 39 minutes per game. So that's probably why his points per game is so high. If we look at Giannis, 24, pretty much 24 points per game that whole time. But he's literally been like Scottie Pippen for him. It's been awesome. And then yeah, I mean, this is the roster. It's really not that good of a roster. It's just these two are so dang good that they're just carrying. And if we look at the let's see, awards and then NBA records, or not NBA records, league history. Okay, so most valuable player, he's won it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times in a row. And then Giannis won it that first year. So yeah. And then most let's see, rookie of the year, 6-man defensive player of the year, he's won it 5 times, I believe. Yeah, Anthony Davis won it here in the middle. And then all NBA first team, he was on there obviously every time. Coach of the year, Bill Booth has been the coach of the year every time. Past champions. So they've never Milwaukee's never lost a finals. They just haven't made it. So they won three straight here. Giannis won the second most valuable player in that. But then they missed the finals here. New York beat them. Porzingis won MVP, and then they made it back to 2 straight years. They beat the Kings and the Thunder. Michael Jordan won both of those. Then Brooklyn won it. They beat Milwaukee in the Eastern Conference Finals, I believe. And then Milwaukee won it again this past season, sweeping Utah. So there you go. So there's the 6th championship so far, and Michael Jordan's only 28 years old. So we'll see how this goes. Like I said, I'm going to simulate another 4 seasons, kind of update you guys. He should be, after 4 seasons, he'll be 32. So we'll see if he starts to kind of go down or if he stays up. We'll see. I don't remember what the prime area was. I believe I had it maybe like 35, 36, but we'll see where, if he starts to dip down or not. And whatnot. So yeah, I'll see you guys in 4 more seasons. 4 years have passed and nothing really has changed. Michael Jordan is the MVP, 32.7 points per game. I believe that's a career high, to be honest. And then let's see. Defensive Player of the Year once again, Paul Pierce, Coach of the Year for the Phoenix Suns. Now, finally, for the first time, Giannis is not on the All-NBA first team. He's obviously getting older. I believe he's like 30. He might be like 34 now. Let's see. He's on the All-NBA second team, so he's only a 90 overall, but he's 35 years old. Michael Jordan is 32. But as you guys can see, he's not really slowing down. This is actually kind of insane. His career average is 29.4 points per game, 8.5 rebounds, 6.6 assists, and yeah, he's really good. So let's go ahead and sim the playoffs and see if they could win again. They did. They came back from 3-1 down, I believe. 30 points per game, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals. Michael Jordan is the finals MVP once again. If we go ahead and look at the league history here, so he hasn't not gotten the most valuable player, which is crazy. And then if we look at past champions, so we had the original three-peat, right? Then a back-to-back here. Then they lost to Brooklyn. Then they had another three-peat. Then they lost in the first round last season. For whatever reason, there might have been an injury or something. I'm not sure. And now they've won. So we have 2 three-peats and a back-to-back right here. And in between, New York has won, Brooklyn has won, and Washington. All Eastern Conference teams now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, we haven't had a Western Conference team win a championship. That's hilarious. Oh, also, okay, I was simming through league leaders in points per game. He's led the league in almost every year, except for this year, DJ White. And I was like, who the heck is DJ White? This dude is insane. If we go to all players, he's the highest rated player. Michael Jordan is going down a little bit. He's getting out of his prime. This dude is insane. Okay, he had a down year last season, but like, he's pretty good. And he's 6'8". It's like, like where did this guy come from? He was drafted in 2023. I feel like this is like LeBron James Jr. or something. Like, he was drafted in 2023, which would be the year that he would be drafted, from Connecticut though, so I guess that wouldn't be realistic. But he's like a shooting guard, small forward, 6'8". I don't know. I just thought it was funny. I was like, is this like what is going on here? But anyways, so yeah. That's kind of, Ben Simmons is the third best player right now. Karl Anthony Towns is with the Charlotte Hornets. He had 1 year in OKC. I thought that was really interesting. Porzingis is still with New York, and Giannis is obviously still here. Is he going to be... Oh, he is going to be a free agent. So we got Giannis as a free agent, and we have... Okay, so Michael Jordan re-signed for another 3 years. So that's interesting. We'll see if we lose... We'll see if Milwaukee loses Giannis. Let's go ahead and sim this. I'll double check real quick at the end of the offseason to see, to get a look at the rosters here. Auto generate, and let's see. Did they lose Giannis? They did not. Okay, so he's still with Milwaukee. He signed 1 more year for $42 million. And Michael Jordan has 3 years left. DJ White has 1 year left. So I'm going to kind of pay attention to these two and obviously Giannis and see what happens after this season. All right, guys. So I simulated to Michael Jordan's end of his career. 21 years in the NBA. He's 41 years old, 84 overall. And let's go ahead and look at his career. So obviously it dipped down a lot the last like 10 years or so. Career average 25 points per game, 8 rebounds, 5.9 assists, 2.9 steals. If he would have retired after, like, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, like 14 or 15 years, then it would have been like 28 points per game or something like that. But because of this game, they make him go all the way to 21 years pro. So he went down quite a bit, obviously, especially those last 3 years. But yeah, 2022, 17, he had a really bad year there, but not bad. I mean, it's just 32.7 points per game was insane. So if we go ahead and look at the all of his awards here, actually career high was 56 points, which is kind of cool. There you go. And MVP. Okay, so he won MVP 16 times. He was an NBA champion 11 times in 19, 20, 21. So there was a three-peat. 23 and 24 was a back-to-back. And then 26, 27, 28 was a three-peat. And then in 2030 and then 33 and 34, he went back-to-back. And that's about it. 20-time All-Star, was all NBA first team 18 times. Second team twice in 2019 and then one of his final years. Defensive Player of the Year was 16 times. First team all defense was 19 times, and then the Rookie of the Year and all that. But he won 11 champions along with Giannis. I don't think... I think Giannis was there all the way up to 2034, I believe. What year are we? Yeah, 2039. Yeah. So yeah, Giannis was there for all of those as well. If we go ahead and look at the history here, awards, league history. So like I said, he was the most valuable player all the way up to here. Now, the one thing that I was a bit weird is that he was winning MVPs at like 20 points per game, 17 points per game. And meanwhile, that DJ guy was averaging like 25 a game, 26 a game, and he wasn't winning MVP. So I would say these last like 3 or 4 years was kind of like, he probably shouldn't have won MVP. Those like at least the last 3 years, last 2 years for sure, but last 3 years probably shouldn't have won MVP. But that's all right. And then let's go ahead and look at past champions here. So like I said, so 3P, back-to-back, another 3P, and then he won once here. And then he won back-to-back here, but they never lost. So he went 11-0 in the finals. But yeah, they never lost. Let's see. Yep. Okay. Yep. So yeah, the Milwaukee Bucks never lost in a final. So Jordan was 11-0. That's pretty crazy. NBA records, LeBron finished at 38,000. Michael Jordan ended up at 43,000, and there's the others. So 11,000 more points that he scored. And if we look at, let's see, field goals made, number 1, 3-pointers made, he was, let's get DJ White. See, like, DJ White was really good. Like, he was a crazy 3-point shooter. And then free throws made. Yeah, this is probably the current Milwaukee Michael Jordan here. And then rebounds. I don't believe he's gonna be okay. He's 21st. He averaged a lot of rebounds per game. And then assist, right here, number 10. He had 10,000. The other Michael Jordan, the real Michael Jordan, had, let's see, there's Giannis at 7,400. The real Michael Jordan is like way down on the list. I don't see him. Oh, right here, 74th. So yeah, that's obviously a much better passer in this one. Blocks, I don't really see him. Steals, he was number 1. He got so many steals. Minutes, he was number 1. Turnovers, he was number 1. And then points per game, obviously this is the other one, or the real one, I guess. But yeah, he would have been higher if he would have retired, and probably would have been like 3rd. We couldn't get him to have a career average of above 30 at any point. So yeah, there you go. So that's the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. That's what would have happened if Michael Jordan was drafted in 2019. Well, see, here's the thing. Milwaukee got, like, just the luck with getting Milwaukee. Like, I've never seen Milwaukee get even a top 10 pick after that first year. So something crazy must have happened. Like, Giannis must have gotten hurt or something for them to get the number 1 pick. So maybe one day I'll do it again, and he'll go to an actual bad team, because they won the championship the first year with him and Giannis, and obviously that's completely unrealistic. I mean, this whole video is unrealistic, but you know what I mean. He probably should have went to like a team like Sacramento or Atlanta or whatever, Memphis. But you know, that's all right. Hope you guys enjoyed though. Hit that like button if you did. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Later, guys.